Hello and welcome back to From Writer to Author, the podcast. I'm Veronica G, and today we're talking about a topic that can completely change your results as an author without changing your talent, your voice, or your love of writing. We're going to talk about your ideal reader, because there's a difference between writing a book and writing a book that sells. And one of the biggest differences is whether you're writing primarily for yourself or whether you're writing with a clear reader in mind. Now, I want to be very clear from the beginning. Writing for yourself is valid. Following your muse is valid. Creating purely for artistic expression is totally valid. And yes, some writers who do that hit it big. But if your goal is to be an author who has a real chance at financial return on your writing, if you want royalties, readership, growth, and momentum, then you need to identify your ideal reader and write for them. And for most authors, the real goal is this: to follow your muse and make money. So in this episode, I'm going to explain why knowing your ideal reader matters, what it actually means to write for them, and several practical ways you can discover who your ideal reader is, so your writing can connect more deeply and sell more consistently. Here's a framework that helps clarify this. Writer mode is where you write because you feel called to write. You explore ideas, follow curiosity, and create because it matters to you. Author mode is where you take what you love and shape it into something that's meant to connect with specific people, readers who are actively looking for the kind of book you write. Writer mode is about expression. Author mode is about communication. And if you want ROI, or return on investment, you need author mode. Not because your writing isn't good without it, but because publishing is a marketplace. You're placing a product in front of readers, and readers buy books that they feel were meant for them. When authors skip the ideal reader step, here's what often happens. They write a book they personally love, but it doesn't fit into a clear genre or category. Their title and cover confuses readers rather than attracts them. Their description doesn't speak to a specific need, desire, or outcome. Their marketing feels random because they don't know who they're talking to. And sales become inconsistent because the book isn't positioned clearly. But when you know your ideal reader, the process becomes more focused. You know what the reader cares about. You know what language they respond to. You know what kinds of covers and titles signal the right genre. You know where they spend time and how they discover books. And you can write and market with clarity instead of just guessing. I want to address something important that many authors feel quietly conflicted about. Most authors want two things at the same time. One, the freedom to write what they love, and two, a financial return that makes the work feel sustainable and worthwhile. If authors didn't care whether anyone read their work, there would be little reason to publish. They could just keep writing privately and enjoy the process without worrying about sales or visibility. Publishing is a choice to share your writing with others. And when you choose to publish, you enter a relationship with readers. Your job as an author is not to abandon your creativity. It's to translate your creativity into a book that real people want to buy and read. Now, writing for your reader does not mean writing something you hate. It means making intentional choices so your book meets the expectations of the audience you want to reach. Your muse can still be present, but your ideal reader helps you shape the book so it lands. Think of it like cooking. You might love spicy food, but if you're cooking for guests who can't handle spice, you're not being more authentic by making everything unbearably hot. You're just ensuring that they can enjoy it. Writing for your reader is about making the experience satisfying for them, not just meaningful for you. Now let's get practical. Here are several effective ways to discover your ideal reader and write for them. Number 1, start with the simplest question. Who is this book for? Not who could read it, but who is it specifically meant to help, entertain, or move? Ask yourself, what kind of person would benefit most from this book? What do they already care about? What problem are they trying to solve? What kind of story or outcome are they looking for? What would make them feel seen? If you can't answer those questions clearly, your book will be harder to position and harder to sell. Number 2, use Amazon as a research tool in a professional way. Amazon is one of the best reader behavior research tools available to authors because readers are literally showing you what they buy. Here's how to use it. First, search for books in your genre or topic. Open the best sellers and strong performers. Study their covers. What patterns do you see? Read the titles and subtitles. What promises are being made? Read the book descriptions. What language is repeated? Scroll to the reviews. What do readers praise and what do they complain about? You're not copying. You're learning how readers talk, what they value, and what expectations exist in that category. This is one of the most direct ways to understand who your ideal reader is and what they want. Number 3, study reader reviews like a teacher, not like a critic. Reviews are not just feedback. They're data. Look for phrases like, I wish this book had, or I love that it included, or this helped me because, or I couldn't relate to whatever. These statements tell you what readers care about, what they want more of, and what makes them feel connected or disconnected. If you want ROI, you need to write in a way that creates connection. Reviews show you how connection happens. Number 4, create a simple, ideal reader profile. You don't need a complicated marketing worksheet to do this. Create a one-page profile with these elements: who they are, their age range, lifestyle, basic context, only what matters, what they want. Do they want entertainment, escape, transformation, motivation, clarity, comfort, inspiration? What do they fear or struggle with? What keeps them stuck or unsatisfied? What are they searching for? Phrases they might type into Amazon or Google. What success looks like to them. How they want to feel after reading your book. Then, write your book with that person in mind. This is how you turn I hope someone likes it into I wrote this specifically for you. Number 5 is test your concept before you write the entire book. This step is extremely effective and often overlooked. Before you write the full book, test the idea. Post a question in a relevant Facebook group without spamming. Ask your email list what they struggle with most. Offer 2 possible book topics and see what gets the strongest response. Share a short excerpt or idea and ask what resonates. This isn't about letting other people control your book. It's about confirming demand. If you want ROI, demand matters. Number 6, write with reader moments built in. Here's what I mean by reader moments. These are points in your book where the reader feels, hey, that's me, or I didn't know anyone else felt this way, or this is exactly what I needed, or finally, someone explained it clearly. You create reader moments by using the language your reader uses, addressing the specific fears and desires they have, giving examples that reflect their real life, and providing a clear promise and payoff. Books that sell consistently often create these moments repeatedly. I want to make a final clarification. You can follow your muse and still write for your readers. Let me make this simple. Your muse can generate the idea. Your ideal reader shapes the execution. That's the balance most successful authors build. It's not muse or money. It's muse and money when you learn how to translate what you love into what readers want. Now, if you've been writing without thinking about an ideal reader, this is not a reason to feel discouraged. It's an opportunity, because the moment you get clear on who your book is for, everything becomes easier. Your writing becomes more focused, your marketing becomes more direct, and your publishing decisions become far more strategic. And if your goal is to follow your muse and create financial return, understanding your reader is one of the most powerful skills you can develop. If you enjoyed this episode and want to stay connected beyond the podcast, I invite you to join my newsletter, where I share practical writing and publishing guidance and encouragement for writers and authors. You can also join my private Facebook community, From Writer to Author, a self-publishing success community where authors learn, share, and grow together. And if you want help choosing the right publishing path for your book and your current life season, join the waitlist for my upcoming workshop called the Publishing Path Action Plan Workshop. All links are in the podcast footnotes below and on my official website at www.goldspielcreativeenterprises.com. Thank you for listening to From Writer to Author, the podcast. If this episode was helpful, please subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Until next time, keep writing, keep learning, and keep building your author career with intention. See you next time.